Alright, welcome back to another edition of the Director's Cut here at Xplosive Entertainment. If you haven't seen these other Director's Cuts, this is our opportunity to dive back into some of our past events and explore some of the details. Action! So we're going to start with Emma's Bat Mitzvah. This was May 6, 2023 at Bell Works. What an amazing venue. If you haven't been to Bell Works, I definitely suggest you check it out. What an incredible space for a large party. So in analyzing this party, first off, it was led by one of our top MCs, Semaj Hazard. He nailed this party. He got to know the family through the pre-planning process and delivered exactly what they were looking for. Alright, so let's set the tone here. Your guests arrive, they make their way downstairs into this ballroom. And this party is what we call booked during twilight hours, meaning it started during daylight, so cocktail hour was outside along their incredible pond with a fountain. And then as the night progressed, it got darker and the party moved its way inside into the ballroom. Once inside the ballroom, there's floor-to-ceiling windows, and the room is huge. So what we decided to do, with the help of our very good friend Cindy Kaplan from Simply Invitations, is we decided to bring in some drapery to enclose the space. It's actually a very wise move if you're in a really large space. As a matter of fact, several months prior, we did an event in the same very room with almost 600 guests. And this party was probably closer to about 200, so you can imagine how big the space was and why we chose to do this. And right above the grand entrance area, we shined what we call a monogram gobo. It was Emma's name, date, and logo right above that doorway. The party was hosted by one of our very top MCs, MC Semaj. He nailed this party. He really embraced every moment of it, and as you see through the footage, he's on top of it. At the end of the night, we concluded with a black light invasion, one of our favorite enhancements, where all of the lights go off in the venue, everything turns neon, everything glows, the energy that is played through the music is felt by the guests, and you can just see and feel the fun and the dynamic change set in place by what we call the black light invasion. Two of the main highlights in the space were two very impressive features. One would be the giant video wall that set the tone, so when you walked in, the very first thing you saw was the 16-foot wide by 9-foot tall video wall, projecting not only Emma's name, date, and logo, but imagery throughout the event until it was time to show the montage. One of the other fun features was our CO2 gun. Emma's on stage blasting the crowd with this white plume of ice-cold air that comes from the CO2 blast. So from a planning perspective, this was one of the events that I was very hands-on with the planning. Both mom and dad were really heavily involved throughout all the planning. And sometimes that's not so typical. Usually one parent takes lead and sometimes one parent runs with the whole thing. In this case, both mom and dad had equal involvement and a lot of planning. We did walkthroughs at the venue, but this is an event I didn't personally get to be at. In fact, I was out of the country when the party was going on. As an owner of the company, somebody who takes such pride in the events, even out of the country, I was sending texts to my team, how's it going? Because I'm so curious. But being able to come back and watch the footage and see the smiles and see the production makes it all well worth it. This party is a perfect example of tying in the right vendors that all work together in harmony to create a perfect event. So in closing, I hope you enjoyed this video and saw what a cool space this is. If you're looking for something interesting in Central New Jersey, definitely check out Bell Works. And of course, you gotta hit us up here at Xplosive Entertainment. And if you want to see the recap of this video, just click right here. Right there. It's there. Promise you.